Today we're looking at some updates on the Hobbyplus CR18P Evo Pro. You might also know it as the FTX Utah, and I think there's an Abysma branded one as well, but basically it's all a Hobbyplus CR18P Evo Pro. This one is the brushless version. Last time I was out testing out the RC all-wheel drive axles, I broke the servo arm on the stock steering servo because it's plastic, kind of fell off a tree, trying to climb a tree, and yeah, that broke. So we've got, I'm not sure how you say it, a iMod or a NIMOD, 7 kilogram steering servo. I think these are pretty much the same as the Enduro ones, to be honest. So we're going to replace the stock one with this one. This one comes with a metal arm as well, so hopefully that'll solve our steering issues. And also the main thing we're looking at today as well is these new RC all-wheel drive portal axles for the CR18P Evo Pro. Now, I am already running RC all-wheel drive metal axles on this already, but these ones were designed for the original CR18, not the Evo Pro, but they do fit without any issues. And I'm also running all of their lower links and everything as well. But these new metal axles from RC all-wheel drive are actually designed to fit the Evo Pro, and these ones are actually 10mm wider as well. Now, if you're not familiar with the CR18P Evo Pro, in my opinion, it's literally one of the best value for money and best performing mini crawlers you can buy. You can pick these up for $200. In the UK, you can get the FTX version brushless for £165, which is just crazy money. Basically, you get a Furatech Venom brushless outrunner motor, you get a Furatech Lizard Pro ESC, you've got a 2-speed gearbox, you've actually got effectively a Fly Sky 3-channel receiver, and then you've got your 2-speed servo. Yeah, really cool. These rigs are just absolutely awesome. With some upgrades you can see on this one, obviously we've got the Endura aluminium wheels with their Klingon tyres, which in my opinion are some of the best 1.3 inch rock tyres that are available right now. And then obviously with the metal axles and the metal links, this thing is just an absolute machine. There you can see our broken servo arm. So obviously it just literally snapped off the servo when it fell off the tree, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, otherwise I really like these other CR18 axles. The only issue with these ones is you might be able to see you've got quite a bit of play in the axle. They got really small kind of pins where you've got the outer brass cover, and then I think maybe there's a little bit of bearing play in there, but yeah, there's quite a lot of play on the axles. But on these new ones that are 10mm wider, it looks like we've got a little less play. There's still a little bit of play there, but like not as much as on the original ones. So it'd be interesting to see, you know, how these ones perform versus the other. I don't think these are any heavier than the other ones, to be honest. I think they're probably about the same weight. What we'll do really quickly is I'll chuck it on the scales to weigh it, and then we can do a before and after comparison to see if we have gained any weight from these newer axles. I don't know if this different steering servo will weigh anymore as well. Might be because it's like metal cased instead of just all plastic. Yeah, these axles are really nice. You know, I do love the quality on the RC all-wheel drive stuff. You know, they are really nicely put together. They're nice and solid. They look really cool. You can get them in different colours as well if you do want it like silver or black. You can actually buy them either just individual axles or complete. This one does come with the metal links on the front, and you do actually get a steering servo included, but this steering servo I think is actually only a 9g or a 19g, whereas the one they actually included before on the other axles was actually a 1kg, so I don't know why they've dropped this one down. But either way, we're going to ditch this and we're going to run the other steering servo. But yeah, again, really nice axles. Absolutely love the look on these things. They just look so cool, and they really add to the look of the rig, I think, and obviously with their extra low down weight, it makes a massive difference to its crawling ability. The axles come nicely packaged in a little cardboard box, and in the box you do get a nice little sticker selection from RC all-wheel drive. They do some pretty cool stickers. And you get the screws and everything you need. You get the bearings for the output shafts. Now, interestingly, they do, might be hard to see, but they do include some other stubs as well for the stub axles. But these ones look really short. Maybe if you weren't planning on running these as well, then maybe you could use these smaller stubs. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you know what they're for. To swap the axles over is dead easy, whether you're going from stock or whether you're going from these metal ones to other metal ones like I'm doing. You basically just got one screw on each side here that holds your shock and your lower link on, and then just under here you've got a screw and a nut which then holds your upper links on, and then your axle will come away. On the front you'd want to just disconnect your steering servo as well. So to weigh it, we've got our trusty Sky RC corner weight system, so we'll get this set up and then let's just weigh it before and we can weigh it after. Okay, so we've got our corner weights all set up, we've got the app open on the phone, everything's showing 0 grams a minute, so let's get the rig on and see what it weighs. Okay, so it currently weighs 660.3 grams, and we've got a 52-48% split on the weight, front to rear, and a 49-51 side to side, which that might possibly be just because where it's placed on the weights, or it could obviously be because we've got, obviously on one side, we've got the receiver and the 2-speed servo. So now we know what the starter weight is, let's get everything fitted, and then let's get it back on the scales and see what the difference is like. Okay, we got all the axles fitted up, so really easy to install the axles. The only issue I actually had was with the steering servo, because the screw that comes with the steering servo actually doesn't fit the bushing for the stock linkages. So it's a thicker screw, which is really annoying. So I did have to kind of just make something work by using a spare kind of nut I had, and then a different screw, and yeah, some O-rings, and you know, it works. There's no play in it or anything like that, so that's fine. Hopefully with that 7-kilogram steering servo now, we'll have a lot more power on the steering servo and on the rocks and stuff like that. Maybe the tree will notice a difference. But okay, so we've got our scales all set back up again. We got 0 grams on the corner weight app, so let's chuck it on. Try and put it as central as I can. So now we are looking at 694 grams, and we've got a 53-47% split. So we've gained a percent up front. We've gained like what, 60 grams overall, which is really, really good. Let's get this little beast outside. We'll hit the rocks first of all, and then we'll go try and climb our tree again, see if we can do any better, and hopefully won't break anything this time. What do you think? I think it does look wider. Obviously it'd be interesting to see what it runs like now with a wider wheel track, because obviously these ones are 10mm wider, so you know, we've gained 5mm on each side. So, you know, not a massive difference, but, you know, should give us a bit more side stability. Obviously, the downside to it being wider is we might get hung up a bit more in the middle, because obviously it's going to have that wider track, so it's going to be spread further apart, but let's see. So if you're not familiar, we've got our little rock crawler course here, which we'll just try. Some of the harder obstacles are over there on the left-hand side, so we'll try those in a minute. We'll try a little simple climb here just to see what it goes like. These tyres have got awesome grip on them, so we shouldn't have any issues actually getting up and over here. Try and go as slow as I can. Getting stuck on that ridge there, but... oh, just thinking about it. Oh, that's cheating. Let's not go that way. Let's go back in, all brushless power. Let's try that again. There you go, that's better. Right, here we're probably going to ground out. Nice, such cool flex on this thing. Man, I am, yeah, that is getting a bit harder to even get up that first rock up. Interesting. Now let's go straight for the gatekeeper. Last time this thing absolutely destroyed the gatekeeper, so let's see what it's like. Obviously the tyres on these Enduro tyres, the grip on these Enduro tyres, see what I mean about my brain, are fantastic, but look at that. Didn't even lift a wheel, look, just boom, straight up there, no issues. Very nice. Let's go straight for the second hardest line, just basically trying to run a wheel along each side and just see if it can, oh, what it's like up there. I know I can do it because I did it before, but let's just see. So when we get that rear tyre on there, let's see if we get some bite and get on up and over. Nice. Oh yes, look at that. So cool. It's such an awesome rig, this. If you're looking for a mini crawler that can just perform, you're not worried about hard body or scale looks, this is definitely the one to go for. It just destroys everything else, in my opinion. Let's try it up here and then the stairway. Oh, getting stuck a little bit there. Nice. Hang on, let's move around here. Okay, so up and over the stairway. I think when I was doing the, probably saw it on the screen, but I think when I was doing the weight, I said it was 60 grams extra, but it's actually just 30 grams extra. But you know, even still, that's still a nice bit of extra weight, and obviously we gained 1% more on the front. Again, like I said, my brain is not working today. Nice. So again, with that wider wheel track, let's just see what it looks like going around here, because sometimes for the wider rigs, it's quite difficult to get around here. We're gonna have to do a bit of shimmying. Hopefully we can see that steering servo working here as well, because quite often when you're trying to turn here as well, your stock steering servos can get caught up. Oh, I've been that a bit too much, didn't I? Nice. Go on, climb the wall. Rocks are moving. Brushless power. Yes. That's the other nice thing about a brushless system. You can just send it. Well, we were getting caught on the axle there. Again, I think that's the thing where sometimes when it is a bit wider, it can cause you some other issues with it being a bit too wide, especially when you've got such a low rig. I'll tell you what, let's just go over here, shall we? Let's try a bit of side hilling, shall we? Nice, look at that. That is like super steep. That is crazy. That's so cool. Let's see if we can recover and climb back up without tipping over. Go on. Oh, go too far there. Nice. Let's try and go with that side, shall we? I love the flex of this thing. I really like the soft shocks as well. I love the movement on them. I'm a sucker for cool movement, but yeah, I really like the stock suspension movement as well. Let's try the up and over. This thing is just a beast, isn't it? For some rigs, that's really hard to get over. This thing is just like, yeah, it's a walk in the park. Oh, this thing's so cool. Love it. This thing is definitely one of my favourite mini crawlers, you know, for a non-scale rig, but I really like the look of this. I really like the body that comes on the Hobbyplus one. I think it's a nicer colour scheme than like the FTX ones, and I love the fact that you can see, you know, the brushless system turning and everything as well. I think that's really, really cool. I am really liking the black axles as well with the red diff covers for the RC all-wheel drive axles. I think they're really, really nice. Obviously that little bit of extra weight, you know, should hopefully help us out. Compared to stock, if you haven't seen my previous upgrade video, then check that out. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, I mean, compared to stock, the metal axles do really make a massive difference. You know, so much more extra low down weight. It just crawls so much better. You know, if you've got one of these, I would definitely say first thing you want to do is get a bit more low down weight, but change those wheels and tires. Stock tires are alright, but something like these Klingons from Endura, so much better. But right, let's go see if we can do our tree climb and see how it forms on the tree. Okay, we're out in the woods. We got our tree climb to try and climb up here, see how high we can get. And as usual, if you stuff it up, then there's the risk of falling in the stream, so don't stuff it up. So I think the main issue is going to be getting past this ridge here with that wider wheel track where it might kind of ground out, but let's give it a try. Hopefully we should have plenty of grip on these tyres. Hang on, we're a bit stuck at it. We're struggling on that first bit. That's not very good, is it? It has been raining the last few days, so obviously the moss might be a little bit slippier than it usually is. See, we're kind of slipping a bit there. Well, I'm going to have to give a bit of wheel speed to get over that first bit. Okay, nice bit of brushless power there. Oh no, we're going to fall off. Go on, grip. Oh, look at that! Oh. Now that's the drop last time that broke the steering servo, so at least now with that metal steering servo arm it's not broken, so that's good. Start from the beginning again, let's try again. Okay, we got over that first bit, we've got to manoeuvre back a little bit. Come over to the left. Okay. So this is the bit we want to be on, see how high we can get. Now the highest I've made it before is that next ridge. We're going to try and see if we can come left a little bit, because once you go to the right a little bit more it pushes you up on overlook, tips you over. So you can see, oh go on, but I don't think we'll have the grip on the left hand side because there's no bark. Oh go on. We're almost at the top. We just haven't got the grip there, look. If there was bark up this side, we'd be sorted, wouldn't we? But that's done a pretty good job doing it, to be fair. I mean, look how steep that is. That's pretty crazy. And it's still not falling down. Let's see if we can just go back a little bit. I just want to see if I can just hop it without it falling over. Oh. No, back down on the floor we go. Well, I'm really happy with that. I'd say it's a definite worthwhile upgrade, getting those RC all-wheel drive axles on there. I do really like the black as well, actually. I think it goes really well with the rest of the rig and the colour scheme of the body and everything. But yeah, and obviously with the steering servo, at least we're not getting breakages now, and obviously we got a bit more power in there. I wouldn't say, to be honest, I'm noticing a massive difference in the power of the servo over, you know, the stock steering servo. So how close to actually being 7 kilograms they are, I don't know. And obviously I haven't checked the voltage or anything like that, but yeah, you know, at least it's not braking. Anyway, let me know what you think of it in the comments, and let me know what you think of the rig itself if you've got one. What other upgrades have you done? You know, what else would you like me to see? What else would you like to see me do to this rig? I mean, I'm not sure what else there is left to do to it, to be honest, but if you've got any suggestions, then drop me a comment. I think the one thing would be the drive shafts, but I don't think anybody's released metal drive shafts yet. I'll put a link in the description to all the parts, the wheels, the tyres, the axle, the steering servo. If you do want to help support the channel, then obviously make use of my discount codes and my affiliate links. Drop me a comment if you've got any questions. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one.